Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your weekly tarot and astrology for May 4th through the 10th of 2020. We're already in May. How crazy is that? It feels like time has just blown by so fast, and yet at the same time, I feel like everyone's feeling extremely stuck and stagnant and still right now. So it's a really weird time to be in here. If you guys haven't, do make sure to subscribe and share the video if you enjoyed it. We don't have too much to talk about in terms of astrology this week. The biggest thing happening is this full moon in Scorpio. I believe it's actually a super moon. And I will be doing a special live video on that Monday, May 4th. So keep an eye out for that. Mark your calendars. We're going to go through all the signs and see what this full moon in Scorpio is bringing in for each sign. And we're also going to talk about the astrology because it's really going to be a really powerful full moon. Okay, so keep an eye out for that stuff and stick around at the end. I have some announcements, including I am taking 20% off of all of my readings, and how you can get 30% off of all of your astrology analysis, compatibility analysis, and numerology analysis through Truly Divine. So I'll mention that at the end. But yeah, really, let's just ex-nay with the astrology this week and get right into the tarot. Okay. Hey Libras, Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're using the Cat Tarot here, and we're going to look at your week ahead, okay? So, like I said in the astrology part of the video, the biggest thing happening and the thing that is going to be really drowning this week in its energy is the super full moon in Scorpio. I feel like I always say that weird. It's a full, is it called a full super moon? Somebody correct me. I feel like you can say it in like 10 different ways. Super full moon, full super moon in Scorpio. But that's going to be quite a huge kick to the energy this week, and especially so the emotional. Let's get one last card here. Okay, you guys got quite a few major arcana this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana, which means that there's only one minor arcana that I've pulled so far. So your theme this week, like I was saying, is the Death card. Very much about that Scorpio full moon, major endings, things that need to end, things that need to die out, really, is what I kind of get with the Death card. I don't mean to say it like in the this needs to die, that person, this situation, nothing like that. But death does bring change in a really huge way. It says the time for something to really die, to end, to go away now, for something different to come in here is now what this is about. It's rebirth here. And after just celebrating Beltane, like literally yesterday, which is very much about the passing over of the masculine into the feminine, winter into summer. So this is really the time of transformation, of endings and new beginnings here. So this week could have you making some huge shifts in these areas. How are we going to see life as we move forward now? I know a lot of places, around the world right now are changing. There's like totally different ways of treating this pandemic, here, there, even amongst states within the same country. It's just like, it's so messy and people are not dealing with things very well. And I don't think that we're making all the best decisions that we should be making right now, but whatever. That's besides the point. Let's not go there. Death is still saying a great change in your lifestyle, your view of self, and, really how you view the world, how you view what you want your world to be is coming in here. And I'm actually going to pull just a clarifier just because there's so many major arcana here. Let's look at the theme of this week just a little bit more. With the Death card, let's clarify that for Libras, because death is not a scary card. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, look at what it actually brings in. This is about work. This is about how you view your stability, your security, and what you do with it. And you are changing in these ways here. So a lot of you, it feels like, are maturing, are focusing more on, let's not spend so much money, let's not get bougie and crazy because I want to have food on the table. I want to be able to do this. Death and Ace of Pentacles shows that there's a major transformation in terms of what we view as stable, secure, about our money even. It could even have some majorly transforming moments here coming in about money. Are you going to take this? And if you take this, something else probably does have to end, or a cycle, a situation, a way of life has to end here for you to accept in this brand new Ace of Pentacles. Okay, but again, with the Ace of Pentacles, because it's in the material, it's real, it's physical, and it has a lot to do with those areas in terms of finances. Again, anything material, physical, even body, you have to put in some effort there. You know, whatever this is coming in, it does require effort. You know, with the tarot, it's not like everything just happens like that. And yes, the Scorpio full moon energy might be helping that along, but there has to be effort, you know, desire, movement on your part as well. I don't know why I'm shuffling when I have all the cards out. Your feelings this week are the Emperor here. How you're feeling and how you're coming across this week. Very strong, very capable, in control. And I know he looks super silly because he's got his little neck collar on, but he's the Emperor. Nothing bothers him. You know, he's staying stable, strong, authoritative. He is taking control over the emotional aspects of his life, which is why he's not struggling with that, you know, collar anymore. He doesn't need to. He knows that it will be removed when it needs to be removed, and that's fine. So it's, you know, the master of your emotions, being active and able to really realize your ideas and make something of them, to do something with them. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to lead this situation. So how you're feeling this week is, I don't know, whatever you're doing, however you're changing, it's becoming a lot more stable, a lot more in control, and being the person you've wanted to be rather than the person you have been. Okay, you're changing for the better, and to be a better, more, I don't know, responsible person, responsible energy here. Career is 8 of Wands. You guys, again, with that Ace of Pentacles, Death, and the 8 of Wands, if you have been really bored and haven't had a lot to do, this could be the wake up this week where you have a lot more going on, a lot more opportunity, and a lot more to do. A lot of communication. For some of you, maybe even, you know, they could even be talking about travel, which I know is a crazy thing right now, but you could be communicating with people that are far away, or talking about traveling in the future for a work situation, or something like that. So don't be too surprised, you know, if you just have got so much on your plate this week in terms of work, and there's a lot that's asking you to do. But also, if they do ask you to travel, if you do hear from a lot of different people with a lot of different opportunities, you're gonna have, like, the whole situation, it feels like, is changing this week. Let's get to love here. High Priestess and the Empress. Ooh, that is like some really beautiful divine feminine energy. And I really like this because we just, like I said, celebrated Beltane, which is where, you know, the goddess comes into her full power for the spring and the summer. You know, the power goes over to her. And we have this really divine feminine energy, you know, about fertility, abundance. I mean, that's what the Empress is all about. Stability, security, and also being very attractive and being ruled by Venus, and having the Empress show up here is great for you guys. It's a very Venusian card. You know, she doesn't have to worry about what she's bringing in. She doesn't have to worry about love so much because she's coming across as this beautiful, mysterious, amazing person. Sorry, I have like a bug bite off my back from Beltane last night because I was dancing around at night with an open back thing going on. So I apologize if I'm like reaching, but get a lot of bug bites right now. The High Priestess here also denotes the inner mysteries. I don't know, it feels like you guys are very feminine, mystery, and wild. Like you're getting really deep into your femininity and your attractiveness there. You're probably, if you're single, like, people are falling for you, they're interested in you. There's a lot going on in that kind of way. All right, so don't be surprised, you know, if we have a lot more options, if we're feeling really attractive, coming across really attractive, where people are saying there's just something about you this week, or there's just a higher focus also on your happiness, your stability, and, you know, putting all this abundance and effort and just more of that, more Venusian yet also High Priestess, which is more psychic, you know, mysterious kind of energy into a relationship. So it's really, really lovely, and you're coming across just like, whether you're masculine or feminine, very attractive, very abundant, very interesting to people. And the way that you, I don't know, you're like entrancing people, really just like dragging them in. So love is going to be interesting. It's kind of like balls in your court this week, right? For some of you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Pisces though as well. I don't want to like discount that there, but they're coming across very attractive. There's a lot of good, sexy energy there. Your advice, again, don't know why I'm shuffling, I keep doing this, is the Moon. The Moon says that there might be things that are really fearful at this time, but they are bringing out the worst, bringing out your fears, bringing out the darkness when they don't need to. The Moon says it's time to look at things from a different perspective, to shift and to see things in a different light. Because whatever is coming up, you know, the shadow makes the fears worse. Maybe it's staying home a lot, doing certain things, you know, not being able to do the normal, that is putting you in this position of fear and like, where is this going? What's going to happen? But there is control this week, and you have to remember that you're in control of your own fears, your situation, and you control how out of depth and crazy they may end up feeling and seeing. And with the full moon, super moon showing up this week, I'm not surprised to see the moon. So this could be like you would hear a dog barking as soon as I brought up this card. It's Scylla, so it's kind of funny here. You might have a lot to say, or people might have a lot to say, but what I also have to get where was I going with that? I have a lot to say around that full moon in Scorpio. Could be having some really deep conversations, but they're for the better. It's to change who you are at your core and how you come across, how you see yourself in terms of your stability, how you see security, how you see abundance, how you see all your Venusian qualities, your material qualities. So the moon, yes, it does come up with those fearful things, but also says there's peace at this time. Find peace in this. Find, the light of the moon in the midst of all these weird shadows right now, okay? Let's pull a Lynn V. Andrews Oracle deck card here. Lynn V. Well, I guess you can call it the Power deck instead of Oracle deck. Let's check this out here. Ooh, interesting. I'm going to shuffle that again because that doesn't seem right to me. That's super weird. It doesn't seem like it fits. Sometimes you get a card and you're like, no, it's not this one. Libra. There we go. This feels like it fits a lot more. Creativity. Okay, your creativity is like a story. It needs a voice, a way to be heard in the world. Creativity has moved into your hut. Creativity is a part of your future life. People think that creativity is like stories, that it is outside of them, like truth or power. But it inhabits you like your own life force, and it animates your being. Creativity is within the crystal palace of your mind. You are about to go on a long journey. It is called life. You will learn to heal the evil forces of darkness. You are a warrior in the fight against ignorance. You are the dark sorcerers in life are created within each of us when we live a life of unexpressed creativity, when we live someone else's truth and not our own. Define your own creativity and live that creativity in the world. And I really feel that this is such a perfect card for you this week with all of these major arcana coming up. Like, this has got to be a very major week for you guys. So pay attention to how you're feeling. Pay attention to where you find security, stability, and how you might change this week, what you want to change about yourself and your life, and how you can get it to look and feel more like you want it to be. This is a raise of a vibration week here for you guys for sure. All right, Libras, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for all of the support. I really do appreciate it. Do make sure to subscribe to the channel. Do make sure to share the video if you enjoyed it. All those ways really help me stay in business and stay afloat during these crazy times. So again, thank you. Do make sure if you want to book a private reading, all my information is right below in the description box, guys. 20% off of all of my readings right now. So do check that out and take advantage of it. Also, I did recently make a video about my how marijuana has helped me, so how cannabis has helped my health problems and my life. I think if you want to learn a little bit more about me, or you want to know more about that subject, definitely check that out, guys. That video meant a lot to me, and I'm planning on putting out more content that goes a little deeper and focuses on things other than tarot and astrology. So let me know what other types of things you would like to see. Also, guys, just one last thing here, which is really awesome. You can get 30% off of all of your astrology analysis, your compatibility astrology analysis, your numerology analysis, life path number through Truly Divine, which is a company that I get to work with, and they are literally incredible. Like, I have gotten my analysis for my astrology, compatibility, and numerology done by people in person. I've had them done, by all sorts of websites, and they blew them all out of the water, like, by far. So please check them out, guys. And even if you don't end up getting, you don't want to order one for yourself, give it to somebody who might want to use it. Deku 30, you can use it as many times as you want for as many purchases through Truly Divine as you want, and you can send it to as many people as you want, okay? And they can use it again as many times as they want. So use that code again. It's Deku 30 for trulydivine.com, and all that info is right along with my booking and reading info in my description box. So check that out, guys. Check me out over on Instagram for some more fun content and just connecting more. And have a wonderful and blessed week, guys. Happy new moon in Scorpio. And yeah, have a great one.